Baseball 76 is brought to you by Second Federal, your total financial service center. By Z-Bart Auto Truck Rust Proofing. Z-Bart says it's us or rust. And by your nearby Open Pantry Food Marts, where shopping's always quick and easy. Open Pantry, open till midnight every day. This is KDKA Pittsburgh. Now stay tuned for Pirate Baseball. Tonight, it's the Pirates and the Dodgers from Pittsburgh. Hello again, everybody. This is Milo Hamilton, along with Lanny Frattare, speaking to you from beautiful Three Rivers Stadium, where the atmosphere is here with thousands of knot holders in the upper deck, and the two clubs who figured to be right in the picture to the very end suddenly find themselves in the position of trying to finish second, and we're talking about the Bucks and the Dodgers. Back in the winter leagues and all during the hot stove leagues and the caravans and spring training, here were two clubs who figured to really battle for their respective division titles and maybe meet in the fall to go to the World Series. It hasn't turned out that way for either one of them here, and although it's only the second week of August, it's been disappointing in that respect for each of them. The Bucks have some evening up to do with the Dodgers. We've played them 6 times and managed to win only once, and that was here. The Dodgers have had something similar happen to them over the weekend that happened to the Pirates a couple of weekends ago. You remember we had a series that we felt that was so important against the Phillies, and it was a 5-game series, and the Phillies won 4 of the 5. Well, over this past weekend, the Dodgers had the Reds right in their own bailiwick, Dodger Stadium, 4 games, and the Dodgers didn't win a game. So they've come in here with their tails tucked a little bit too. But you can be sure that these two clubs will be battling here for the next 3 nights, because neither one of them really believe that it's over. As we go to this ball game here tonight, it will be Candelaria and Rao as the opposing pitchers. We'll have the lineups right after we remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Iron City. If you're the expert, we're the beer. By Chevrolet, who invite you to test drive their new kind of American car, the new little Chevy Chevette. And by 84 Lumber, now with 151 stores to serve you coast to coast. This broadcast is authorized under broadcasting rights granted by the Pittsburgh Baseball Club solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. And any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the description and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirate Baseball Club is prohibited. Under the contractual arrangements with the Pirates for this broadcast, the announcers for this game have been selected by station KDKA, subject to the approval of the Pittsburgh Pirates baseball team. Umpires are out. Ted Sizemore has Walter Alston's card. Willie Stargell, the captain of Bucks, representing Danny Murtaugh. It's been a while since the Dodgers were here, so Nick Colosi is going over the ground rules fully here as he takes a look around and explains them to the visiting Dodger representative. So, we've already had the playing of our national anthem. This is the ABC backup game. They like to have everything clear, so when they come on the air, all they have to do is do the ball game. So we'll take a look at the starting lineups now, and Lanny has them for you.
Thank you very much, Milo, and again, a very pleasant good evening. First of all, for the Los Angeles Dodgers against John Candelaria, Davey Lopes will lead off and play center field. Ted Sizemore will bat in the number 2 spot and play second base. Bill Russell will hit third for the Dodgers, and he'll be at shortstop. Steve Garvey, that's the cleanup spot for Los Angeles. He'll be at first base. Ron Say will bat in the number 5 position for Los Angeles and play third base. Dusty Baker came over from the Braves at an off-season deal. He's number 6, and he'll play right field. Bill Buckner will bat 7th and play left field. Steve Yeager will do the catching, and Yeager has been bothered by a bad knee. However, he will work behind the plate for this game and bat in the number 8 spot. Doug Rao batting 9th and pitching for Los Angeles. Rao on the year 10-8, 1-1 against the Pirates. Beat Bruce Keeson and the Bucks 5-3 at Dodger Stadium on April the 29th, and then lost to Doc Medich 4-2 here at Three River Stadium on May the 15th. Rao lifetime against the Pirates 3-2, and the Los Angeles left-hander Major League lifetime record 44-32. Now for the Pirates, leading off and playing shortstop, Frank Tavares. Rennie Studdard will bat in the number 2 spot and play second base. Al Oliver will hit third, and he'll be in center field. Captain Willie Stargell, now with 383 career home runs. Stargell will bat number 4 and play first base. Richie Zisk batting in the number 5 spot, will be in left field. Dave Parker hitting 6th in right field. Then it's Bill Robinson at third base, batting number 7. Duffy Dyer will hit 8th and do the catching. John Candelaria batting 9th and pitching. Again for the Pirates, Taveras number 1, Stennett number 2, Oliver number 3. Then it's Stargell in the cleanup spot, followed by Zisk and Parker. Robinson number 7, Dyer batting 8th, and Candelaria hitting 9th. John is 10-4 on the year. This will be his 4th try at win number 11. He won his 10th of the year, beating Houston in the first game of a doubleheader on July the 20th. Then left in the 5th inning against Philadelphia. However, he did not figure in the decision. The Phillies won the ball game 13-7. Then he went 7 2/3 innings against Montreal. The ball game went 13, and Candelaria was not around for the win. And also Candelaria went 7 innings against the Cardinals in his last start. That was on August the 4th. Gave up only 1 earned run. However, the Pirates won the ball game in the 12th inning, and again, Candy was not around for the victory. So as I mentioned, Candelaria is now making his 4th try at win number 11. Candelaria has won his last 6 decisions in a row. Matter of fact, the Candyman has not been on the losing side since the Padres beat him on June the 6th. A note about Frank Taveras, and he is now tied with Joe Morgan of the Cincinnati Reds for the National League lead in stolen bases. Both Morgan and Taveras have 37 stolen bases. Of course, Frank missed about 5 games because of a bad knee. And the Dodgers happen to be the only club that Frank Taveras does not have a stolen base against. Frank, with his 37 stolen bases, has picked up 30 stolen bases at second base and 7 at third. Pirates take the field. Here are the umpires. Nick Colosi behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Ed Montague is on the first base right field side. Lee Wires at second and Paul Runge at third. Setting the Buccos defensively, it's Dave Parker in right, Al Oliver in center, Richie Zisk in left. In the infield, Bill Robinson's the third baseman, Frank Taveras at shortstop, Rennie Stennett at second, and Willie Stargell at first. Duffy Dyer behind the plate, and John Candelaria on the mound. We'll be expecting Duffy to grin and bear any foul tips because really he's in a precarious situation. Manny Sanguin still bothered by that virus. Manny is not even here at the ballpark. Ed Ott has a broken bone in his throwing hand, though Ed Ott was here, was in uniform before the start of the game, and they have not made a decision as of yet as to whether Ott's hand would go into a cast or what would happen. But of course, if that broken bone is to mend, Ed would need an extended period of rest. So should Dyer, for one reason or another, be forced to leave this game, our backup catcher in this situation would be Ed Kirkpatrick. I asked Danny Murtaugh about the status of Ed Ott. Danny told me that Ott would be used only under emergency circumstances. All right, throw to second base by Duffy Dyer, and really a very festive atmosphere. Thousands of youngsters packed into the upper deck. And we're ready to go. Davey Lopes steps in for the Dodgers against John Candelaria. And back in to call the play-by-play, here's Milo Hamilton.
Davey Lopes, who usually you see at second base, but he's in center field tonight. He's a guy you like to keep off as a leadoff batter because he's a good base stealer. Candy's first pitch is a strike called, and we're underway. Lopes, as he steps in, batting .232, 2 homers, 16 runs batted in. He has stolen 35 bases in 42 attempts. Against us, limited play because he was hurt early in the year. Line down into left center field. Oliver going back. Oliver's there, and he has it, and it's one away. Lopes gave that good ride to the left center field side. Oliver had to get back quickly. Under it, and there's one away, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Ted Sizemore. Sizemore batting .267. He hasn't had any homers. He's driven in 13 runs. It turned out getting him back from the Cardinals was a blessing for this club because with Lopes missing as much as he did, Sizemore's done a good job for them. Against us, he's hitting .333 for the year. And Candelaria's pitch is a curveball that comes inside, and it's 1-0. Bill Russell, the shortstop, will be next. Never seen him bat that high in the games I've done over the years against the Dodgers. He's usually down 8. There's a fly ball down the right side. Could be trouble. Parker coming. Parker there. A long running catch and a good play by Parker. He had to come a long way, and that ball was dropping quickly. Coming way over near the line. In fact, his momentum carried him into foul territory, and he wasn't more than 80 or 90 feet behind first base when he caught up with that ball. So it's 2 up and 2 away, and here's their shortstop, Bill Russell. Has a .300 batting average, 5 homers and 47 runs batted in. He's having an excellent year. He used to be a switch hitter. First pitch, they called it a ball a little inside, according to Nick Gillespie. Duffy Dyer doing the catching here again with Candelaria on the mound. The big left-hander kicks and fires. Swinging foul up on the screen, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Garvey, their fine first baseman, and all-star along with it, would be next. He's their cleanup batter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Russell. Candelaria kicks and he fires. Swing and a bouncer short. Should be easy. Taveras up, firing. He is out, and it's 3 up and 3 down. Short to first takes care of Russell. That is it for the Dodgers in the opening inning. No runs and no hits, no errors, and nobody left. So after a half an inning at Three Rivers in the opening game of a 3-game set, it's the Dodgers, nothing, and our Pirates are just now coming into bat.
There's something you should know about Iron City beer. It's always brewed to produce a perfect beer flavor in every thirst-quenching glass. Why are the people at the Iron City Brewery so dedicated to brewing such a truly great premium beer? Because they know beer drinkers in this area are experts, and experts always demand the best. On those hot, muggy nights when you need more than 1 beer to keep your thirst from coming back, who needs a beer with a flavor that fades the more you drink it? Not a beer expert, that's for sure. They want their beer to taste like Iron City, crisp and refreshing, because they never want beer drinking to become routine or monotonous. Pop open a can of Iron City, pour it into a frosty glass, and see for yourself. You'll find every fresh-tasting, satisfying sip of Iron City to be a totally enjoyable experience. It's one taste ahead of all the others. Iron City. If you're the expert, we're the beer.
Frank Taveras will be leading it off as we go to the Dodger defense for you now. Their pitcher is Rao, a left-hander who on a given occasion can be tough. Throws you that off-speed stuff. He doesn't overpower anybody. His placement is what he depends on. Very similar to Tommy John. His catcher is Yeager. Garvey's at first, Sizemore second. Russell is the shortstop, Say at third. They've got Lopes in center, flanked by Baker in right and Buckner in left. Rao, as he comes to this ball game, has a record of 10-8, a good ERA, the best on their staff. Among the starters, .296. He's thrown 14 home run balls, and 2 of them against us. Robinson and Oliver hit him in the only game we've beaten them, when we beat him 4-2. We've only hit 3 homers against the Dodgers, 1 off Hooten by Hebner, and the 2 off Rao that I just mentioned. They've hit 4 off us and 2 of them off Candelaria, and it beat him a ball game 3-2, and it was right here, back on the 14th of May. So Frank Taveras, trying to come back from that bruised knee, will lead it off. He's not played much against them. There is a strike. He's only batted 12 times against them this year and only 1 hit. Taveras against the league hitting .252, 17 RBIs. He and Morgan are tied for the club lead in stolen bases with 37. Low inside a ball, and it's 1-1. Stennett will be next, then it's Al Oliver. Doug Rao, left-hander, into his motion, and the 1-1 to Taveras, swinging at a line drive single into right field. That's the way he likes to go, and even though they play him over and shallow him up, that's the direction he's best at, because he knows he doesn't have that power. He's not going to jerk a ball out of here. So he's on, and now the youngsters, the knot holders in the upper deck, you know what they're doing? They're yelling, "Go, Frankie, go." They want to see some excitement via the base-stealing path. Here is Rennie Stennett. Stennett hitting .266, 1 homer, 41 runs batted in, throw to first, not close. Jose Pagan is the coach at first, Bob Skinner at third. Taveras, first base. Left-hander checks him. Pitch to Stennett. Breaking pitch stayed high, ball 1. Boy, it's great to hear those youngsters in that upper deck. Adds the enthusiasm here. Bucks catch fire off of it. Taveras has a big lead, not going, swinging, bouncer, foul, outside of third. The Dodgers are here for 3. Tomorrow night, it'll be Royce and Sutton. Wednesday in the finale, not only of this series, but of a long homestand, it's going to be Larry Demery against Roden. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tavares singled to start the inning. Candy got the Dodgers 1-2-3 in the top of the inning. Throw to first, not close. Rao, left-hander, but he telegraphs that throw. Garvey trying to keep Tavares close. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rennie Stennett. Pitch on the way. Swinging, fly ball right field. It'll be easy. Baker in about 3 steps. Dusty Baker has it, and it is 1 away. That'll bring up Oliver. Oliver has dropped to 3rd in the National League batting race with his .328 mark. 12 homers and 58 runs batted in. One of his homers against this club, and he hit it off Hooten. Make that Rao, the fellow he's looking at right now. Hebner, another left-hand batter, had his off Hooten. All right, Rao with a sign from Yeager. The pitch. Inside, a ball. Yeager now will get up a little more off that squat here with a left-hand batter because he needs help. That hitter partially blocks him from the base runner, and he's already out to the left side. Now he throws over, and he's going to have him picked off. Garvey running him down, flips to Russell, and he is out. Goes 1-3-6. It is a pickoff. It is not a caught stealing. But he caught him leaning, and he couldn't get back. And Tavares looks as though he may have re-injured that knee. He's limping noticeably. Now it's 2 away and nobody on. The minute he flipped that ball over to Garvey, you knew he was a dead duck because he was leaning the wrong way. High inside to Oliver, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Willie Stargell on deck. Now the line by Rao. The pitch. That is too close under the letters, and it's ball 3. Nobody on, 2 down, bottom of the first. Left-hander ready, and the pitch to Oliver. And that is a ball inside above the knees. He walked him on 4 pitches. That'll bring up Stargell. Rao doesn't have an overpowering ratio. He's only struck out 65, and he's now walked 46. That's not a 2-to-1 ratio. Barely a third over. Here's Stargell, and the pitch is a strike call in the inside corner right at the hands, and it's 0-1. Stargell batting .252, 15 homers, 50 runs batted in. Swinging and sends a high pop right side. Second baseman Sizemore, about 15 feet into the outfield grass area, and the side has been retired. Stargell popping to Sizemore. It's no runs and a hit. No errors. Tavares with a hit picked off. Nobody left. Make that 1 left with a walk to Oliver. We have played an inning. Dodgers nothing, Pirates nothing.
If you're tired of standing in checkout lines 'cause the waiting is a bore, then shop the quick and easy way at an open pantry store. On holidays and Sundays too, we serve you so much more. So shop the quick and easy way at an open pantry store.
Okay, Mom, you got your garden club date at 10, and Junior has his swim practice at 2, and Sis is batting cleanup at the 5 o'clock Little League game, and you still need cold cuts, milk, and bread for dinner. What's the answer? It's the pantry that's almost always open, Open Pantry. The food stores where you never wait, where there's always plenty of free parking, and where you get lower convenience store prices, too. Why fight it, Mom? Take the shopping shortcut.
Shop the quick and easy way at an open pantry store.
As we go to the Dodgers' second, Garvey, Say, and Baker will be facing John Candelaria. Folks who came into the ballpark tonight with the Candyman pitching received a candy bar. So a nice little touch as the Candyman trots himself out, and the folks who come in, 10,000 of them, get the enjoyment of a little chocolate. All right, Candelaria will be looking at Garvey, Say, and Baker. Garvey hitting .381 against us. When isn't he? Boy, he's tough. He's hitting .310. He's their leading hitter. He leads them in average, runs scored, hits, doubles, sacrifice flies. He's had 7 homers, driven in 54 runs. And the pitch to him is high, ball 1. Steve Garvey, right-hand batter who has good power to all fields. He sprays that ball around, feet close together, and the pitch is right on his knees for a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike, and the pitch on the way. Swinging and a smash to deep short. Backhanded Taveras. Long throw. Got him by a step. Good play by Taveras. Had to go back in the hole. Garvey runs pretty well for a big fella. There was a good play by Taveras. Boy, I want to tell you. He got back into that hole in a hurry, righted himself, threw a strike, and it's 1 away.
As far as the Dodger ledger is concerned, this ball game is only 4 outs old, and we've seen 3 outstanding defensive plays. Extra fine efforts by Oliver going to left center, Parker coming near the right field line in the first inning, and now this play by Taveras in the hole.
Ron Say, their third baseman, 2 of his home runs against us, 1 off Medich, the other off Royce, and a strike is called. He curled it right around his hands. Say is batting .287. He leads them in homers with 17, leads them in RBIs with 56. He also walks a lot, this little guy, 61 walks. Did he check it? No, he didn't. He went around. It's strike 2 on Ron Say. Dusty Baker due up next. Candelaria with the sign. Left-hander into the motion, and the pitch on the way to Say. Started after that one, but didn't, evidently. They're asking. First base umpire agrees that he did not go around. White Sox at Cleveland after 4 innings. Indians lead the White Sox 3-1. Houston at St. Louis after an inning, 1-0 Astros over the Redbirds. Giants are in Montreal. They've played 2.5. The Expos lead the Giants 1-0. Backs him out of there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 away. Say the hitter against left-hander Candelaria. The wind of the pitch on the way. Curved him down and in, right around his shins, and it's a full count. He had him 2 strikes, and now he's filled it. So we're to a payoff pitch to Say, and here it comes. Swing and a bouncer foul. Tom Lasorda, their third base coach, grabbed it. He's in the ball game all the way. Junior Gilliam, who was a great player for them many years in Brooklyn and in L.A. Started as a second baseman, wound up as a third baseman. That's when they had an all-switch hitting infield. Parker at first, Lefebvre at second, Wills at short, and Gilliam at third. Strike 3 called above the knees on the inside corner. First strikeout registered by Candy tonight. That gives him 95 for the year. You hear all that cheering down here for the Dodgers below us. That's the Pittsburgh chapter of the Dodger fan club. And they show up in goodly numbers when the Dodgers come to town. They bring their banners and they sit right down here. There's a foul up to the right. And Dusty Baker, who I would think for the Dodgers has been somewhat of a disappointment. I think they expected more power out of him and more RBIs. He's hit only 4 homers and driven in only 34 runs, and he's batting .247. Way inside at the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike. They dealt off a lot of people for him, and they expected some power and some run production. Low inside, 2-1. Garvey was thrown out on an excellent play by Taveras. Say was called out on strikes. So it's 2 away and nobody on in the Dodgers' second. We are scoreless. 1 hit. It belongs to the Pirates. Taveras had it. Jammed him and popped him. Right side. Stennett there. Rennie squeezes it, and a side has been retired. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for John Candelaria. We've played an inning and a half at Three Rivers. Dodgers nothing, Pirates nothing.
Well, it's the bicentennial year, and there'll be many visitors coming to someplace special. It's up to us to be good hosts, show them around the city and entertain them the way we'd like to be treated if we visited their city. And the Pittsburgh Convention and Visitors Bureau has lined up many projects to help you. For openers, they have free pamphlets, brochures, and maps of where to go and how to get there in and around Pittsburgh. To obtain that information, visit the Bureau Bubble and Gateway Center or call the office at 281-7711. Secondly, those super red, white, and blue someplace special license plates are still available at local department stores and by sending $3.25 in check or money order to Pittsburgh Convention and Visitors Bureau, Box 76, Pittsburgh 15230. And last but not least, to keep informed of all events and happenings in our city, the You'll Love Pittsburgh hotline is at your fingertips. Call the hotline number 391-6840. That's 391-6840. Whether it's basic Pittsburgh information, license plates, or the hotline number, the Convention and Visitors Bureau has it for you.
With the Dodgers here tomorrow night and Wednesday night, that'll wrap up this longest homestand of the year at Three Rivers. And ladies, Wednesday night, August the 11th, just 48 more hours is your night, ladies' night. So make plans to attend now. A ladies' night when the Bucks battle the Dodgers. Wednesday night this week. As we go to the Pirates second, it'll be Richie Zisk, Dave Parker, and Bill Robinson. Richie Zisk batting .286, 14 homers. Zisk leads the club in RBIs with 61. He's tied for the club lead with Oliver in runs scored at 58. He's only batting .167 against L.A. for the year. Rao delivers, swing and a foul, strike one. We haven't had a whole lot of success with the Dodgers this year, losing 5 out of the 6 games played. The one victory was here in 3 tries. We'll be going to Los Angeles on this long road trip that starts Thursday. First game will be Friday from Houston. The 0-1 pitch is a ball low outside. The wind by Rao, 1-1 to Zisk. Breaking ball, down and in, too close. 2 balls and a strike. Zisk with that straightaway stance for a big fella stands up in front of the batter's box, and the pitch to him by the left-hander. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Well, had some action away from him from the left-hander to the right-hand batter. Parker will be next, then Robinson, second inning. Tavares has the game's only hit in the early going. Here's the 2-2 to Zisk. Strike 3 call. Came back with a fastball right across his knees. Zisk caught looking. First strikeout for Rao. Makes it 1 away. And brings up Dave Parker. Parker hitting .303. 7 homers. 54 runs batted in. Has 8 triples. 18 doubles. He's been limited to 2 hits and 12 at-bats by the Dodgers staff. Left-hander against left-hander here. They're waiting for Lee Wire to move. They wanted him on the other side of second. Bouncer right side. Sizemore quickly to his left. Great big bouncer. Throws to Garvey. Parker out. And it is 2 away. Sizemore had to move quite a distance at that. That ball had a couple of big loops in it. Able him to get over and get it, so it's 2 away. And here is our leading hitter against the Dodgers, Bill Robinson, 9 for 19. That figures at .474. And Bill is the number 8 hitter in the league right now with a .316 batting average. He leads us in homers, 18, and 47 runs batted in. A strike on the and it's 0-1.
And Bill Robinson this year is 4 for 6 against Doug Rao in the 2 meetings they've had this year.
One of them a homer. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit a home run over the center field fence here off of him on the 15th of May. Oliver hit a 2-run homer. Oliver's homer was the winning blow. Way high outside. Yeager had to go up to get it. Yeager is bothered by a knee injury. Strained right knee. Rodriguez has a sore right hand. I don't know how long it's been since Sizemore caught, but they might get a chance to find out. Fouled up here on the screen. Let's get a break in here quickly. 10 seconds will do it all around the tri-state. This is the Pirate Baseball Network.
Don't go home to the news. Go home with the news. Bill Steinbach and 90 to 6 News. Weekdays at 4:30 here on KDKA Pittsburgh.
The 1-2 to Bill Robinson goes outside to level it, 2-2. First inning, Tavares singled, was picked off. Oliver walked and was left. Candy's taken care of 6 Dodgers in a row. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 3 up and 3 down here, including 2 strikeouts, one on Zisk, the other on Robinson, both right-hand batters. So we played 2 full innings. Three Rivers Stadium, the scene, opening game of a 3-game set with the Los Angeles Dodgers as we begin our last 3 weeks against the West. And as always with Pirate Radio, Milo Hamilton and Lanny Frattare with it for you. And after 2 innings, Dodgers nothing, Pirates nothing.
Some Chevette owners talk about their favorite car. Here's what Mrs. Carol Hazelwood had to say about Chevette's roominess.
We're a very tall family, and we wanted a small car. We tried many cars, including rabbits, and we couldn't fit in. I'm 6'2", and my husband is 6'5".
Chevette's rear seat back folds down to give you 26 cubic feet of carrying space. Mr. Kevin Nichols said,
"It's bigger inside than I thought it would be. It's everything I thought it would be."
For Chevette Economy, Miss Jane Saito.
I was looking for a car that would save me gas, and that's why I chose the Chevette.
40 miles per gallon EPA highway estimate, 28 miles per gallon city, with standard 1.4-liter engine, 4-speed manual transmission, and 3.70 axle ratio. Actual mileage may vary. And to wrap things up for Chevette, Mr. Raymond Andrews.
Roomy, good gas mileage, not a rough ride for a small car. It's all right.
Chevette by Chevrolet. It could make you a happy owner, too.
Getting ready to go to the 3rd inning. Candy, who's taken care of the first 6 in order, will be looking at the bottom 3rd. That's Buckner, Yeager, and Rao. Candyman has been frustrated in his attempt at number 11, as has Jerry Royce. And a couple of weeks ago, when they were both sitting on 10, we figured, hey, they got a shot at 20. But they've taken some of the optimism out of that because they haven't gotten 11 and 12 in a hurry. So as we go to the 3rd inning here, Buckner ready to bat, Candelaria ready to pitch, and to tell you all about it, here's Lanny.
All right, Doug Rao, by the way, Milo talking about that fickle number 11th win. Doug Rao for the Dodgers is making his 3rd start tonight looking at number 11. His last win was on July the 25th when he beat the Padres. For the Dodgers in the 3rd, it'll be the bottom 3rd of their batting order. Bill Buckner, Steve Yeager, and Doug Rao. Pirates continue to honor Pirate pass out of the Bucko history books. Tonight we salute Babe Adams, who won 194 games for the Pirates, defeated the Detroit Tigers 3 times in the 1909 World Series. First pitch to Buckner is the strike on the inside corner. Buckner, a left-handed batter, hitting .292 on the year, 5 home runs and 38 runs batted in. 1 strike pitch, curveball. Buckner started to go. Now they appeal to third base umpire Paul Runge, and he rings it up at strike 2. Buckner not happy with the call. Now he comes around behind home plate, and he'll go back to the on-deck circle and get the fine tar rag from Steve Yeager. The plaque of Babe Adams and those of the other Pirates honored during this 1976 centennial anniversary of the National League will be on display here at Three Rivers Stadium. Walter Alston came out of the Dodger dugout as Buckner had come back to the on-deck circle. And home plate umpire Nick Colosi walking towards the Dodger dugout. And Buckner apparently hurt himself on that check swing. He is going back to the Dodger dugout. He was flexing, exercising a bit, and very possibly he has re-injured an injury because he is leaving the ball game. So we're in the 3rd with no score. The Dodgers and the Pirates. First pitch from Candelaria was a strike on the inside corner. The second pitch, Buckner started to go, tried to hold up. Third base umpire Runge called it a strike. And Buckner came back to the on-deck circle, spent a moment with a pine tar rag, and now he's leaving the game. And Lee Lacy, who was a Dodger last year, then was traded to the Atlanta Braves, and now he's back with the Dodgers. Lacy will come on the bat for Buckner here in the 3rd. Lee Lacy hitting .322 with the Dodgers, hitting .288 on the year in the National League. 3 home runs and 29 runs batted in. Lacy went from the Dodgers to the Braves in the Dusty Baker deal over the winter, but came back to the Dodgers in a purchase deal at the same time that the Dodgers sold Mike Marshall to Atlanta. Lee Lacy and Elias Sosa. First pitch to Lacy, 0-2, and he looks at a called third strike. Didn't take long. Lacy inherited an 0-2 count, and he strikes out looking at the first pitch from Candelaria. That's a second strikeout for John. Bring up catcher Steve Yeager. And we'll find out whether Lacy gets the strikeout or Buckner. Here's Yeager, right-handed batter. Yeager hitting .228. Takes the first pitch inside, ball one. Dodger catcher with 11 home runs and 29 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch. And a strike on the inside corner, knee high, and it's 0-2. A host of right-handed batters against Candelaria. The only exceptions have been Buckner and Rao. Buckner is gone. Curveball inside. 2 balls and a strike. Dodgers nothing, Pirates nothing. Los Angeles batting in the top of the third. Here's the windup of the 2-1 pitch. Bounced third base side into the Dodger dugout. The count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Candy, the windup. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curveball backing Yeager away from the plate. The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kansas City leading New York 3-0 in the second. The Yankees have been on a slide of late. They've lost 10 of their last 14. Cardinals now in front of Houston 2-1. 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Yeager is the first base runner for the Dodgers. Candelaria retired the first 7 batters consecutively. Now gives up the 3-2 walk to Yeager. And it'll bring up Doug Rao. Rao, left-handed batter, 195 on the year, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. This Dodger ball club, they've lost 5 in a row, including that 4-game series they lost to the Reds. Ground ball, shortstop Taveras up with it, goes to Stennett for 1, throw to first, not in time. They get the lead runner. Steve Yeager is out on the ground ball. Shortstop Taveras to second baseman Stennett. Rouse at first base on the fielder's choice, and we'll get the top of the Dodger batting order now in Davy Lopes. Dodgers have also lost 8 of their last 12. Falling 13 games behind the Reds in the West, and Los Angeles 5 games in front of the third-place Houston Astros. They've just announced that strikeout is charged to Bill Buckner. It went 0-2 on him, then Lacy came up. Lacy looked at a called third strike, so Buckner is charged with a strikeout. Here's the pitch to Lopes, a curveball inside, ball 1. Davy Lopes with a fly ball to left center field back in the first inning. Al Oliver made a fine play to run it down. No score. Dodgers and Pirates, third inning. Candelaria's next offering is down low. 2 balls and no strikes. On deck, Ted Sizemore. 2-0 pitch. Swung on a ground ball. Shortstop, no, went through his leg. Flipped away from Taveras, and everybody's safe. Looked like a routine out to end the inning. However, Frank could not come up with a handle. Popped away from him. Roused to second base, and the error charged to Frank Taveras. Dodgers have 2 on and 2 outs. Bring up second baseman Ted Sizemore. Sizemore hit a fly ball down the right field line in the first inning. Dave Parker came a long way and ran it down. Sizemore, right-handed batter, 2 on, 2 outs, no score. Here's the pitch, and it's low and inside, ball 1. Appears as if John is throwing a lot of off-speed breaking pitches here in the early going against the Dodgers. Pitch is high, and the count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Here in the third, Buckner went 0-2 against Candelaria. Lacey came on and looked at a called third strike. There's a strike to Sizemore, 2-1. Yeager walked on a 3-2 pitch. Rao bounced into a force play. And Lopes reached base on the error. 2 on, 2 outs, no score. Candelaria is set to the belt. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball wide of third. Popping off the box seat railing, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Texas Rangers get 5 runs in the top of the third against Detroit. It is now the Rangers 6 and Detroit nothing after 2.5. Lemanchuk started for the Tigers. Bill Laxton has come on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play. You'd have to think that there's a big letdown among the Dodgers right now after losing the 4-game series in Los Angeles and then having to come coast to coast without an off day. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Knocked down by Robinson, but everybody's safe. Ball hit to Bill Robinson's left, got the glove down, and came off the tip of the glove. The error will be charged to Bill Robinson, and the bases are loaded for the Dodgers with 2 outs. Lopes hit a ground ball. It looked like it was going to end the inning. Taveras could not come up with a handle, and now Sizemore on a ground ball to the left side reaches base on the error charge to Bill Robinson. Brings up shortstop Bill Russell. Russell bounced to shortstop his first time up. Bases are loaded. The Dodgers yet to have their first hit of the game. Swung on. A one-hopper glove by Taveras. Flips the stem at the force out on Sizemore, and the Dodgers are out. The way it is with this game, a line shot that sunk at the last minute on Frank Taveras. He played it cleanly and got the force out at second base. Dodgers no runs on no hits, 2 Pirate errors, a walk, and 3 men left on base. After 2.5, the Pirates nothing and the Dodgers nothing.
How long have you been an Iron City beer expert? 20 years? 10? Maybe just 1 year. Or maybe you've never even tried Iron City. We'll admit it. There are people in this area who have never tried our beer. Maybe it's because they think Iron City beer can't match up to a widely known national beer's quality. Well, at Iron City, we just happen to think the opposite. That beer is best when it's brewed in a careful, specialized way. That's how we keep our premium taste that satisfies even the most particular beer expert. It drenches a thirst with that fresh, crisp flavor that's kept Iron City a favorite among beer experts for generations. That pleasing, thirst-quenching quality of Iron City is no accident. It's slowly brewed into every batch of our beer by a legacy of brewmasters, continuing the Iron City tradition of excellence. So give our beer a try. It's one taste ahead of all the others. You can't get any better. Iron City. If you're the expert, we're the beer.
How would you like to win a free vacation trip for 2 to Paris, Hawaii, or Acapulco, compliments of the Pirates? Well, those are just a few of the mountain of fabulous prizes, more than $22,000 worth of prizes that the Bucks will be giving away on Prize Day, Sunday, October the 3rd. Get your tickets now or register without obligation at Pirate ticket windows. Winners will be confirmed by mail. Lee Lacey came on as a pinch hitter for Bill Buckner in the 3rd. Lacey is now in left field. Happy birthday to Danny McCormick, age 10. Here's Duffy Dyer leading off the bottom of the 3rd. Dyer's hitting .247 on the year, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Duffy with a 4-game hitting streak, 6 for 16 in the Mets series, takes a strike. He's been called on. He's starting his 6th game now, and the last 7 for the Pirates. Dyer swings and fouls it off to the right, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. See, Dyer against the Dodgers this year, 1 for 4 with 1 RBI and a double. No score, bottom of the third. Pirates had a couple of base runners in the first inning. Taveras with a single. He was picked off first. Oliver walked. Pitch low and inside. It is now 1-2 on Duffy Dyer. In the second round, set us down 1-2-3. Getting Zisk and Robinson on strikeouts. Parker had a ground out sandwiched in between. Rao the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Dyer swings and misses, strike 3. Well, as we speculated, Buckner has re-injured his right wrist, trying to check his swing on that second offering from Candelaria. So Buckner left in the third with that injury, and Lacey is on. Here's Candelaria now with one out on the third. First pitch is outside, ball 1. The Candyman hitting 184. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. Rao's 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. Doug Rao 10-8 on the year. At one time this year, he was riding the crest of something like a 10 or 11 game win streak. There's a strike to Candelaria. It's 2-1. Here's the windup on the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, 2-2. A note on Walter Alston. Earlier this year when the Dodgers won their 50th, it was Alston's career Dodger win number 2,000. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Candelaria swings and lets it foul down the left side. Back into the seats out of play. Doug Rao has been experimenting with a slider. He felt at one time that experimentation with a slider was taking something away from his changeup, which Rao had felt was his big pitch. So at one point, Rao had decided to stop experimenting with a slider. Candelaria swings and fouls it off to the left out of play. So Doug Rao is predominantly a fastball, curveball, and changeup pitcher. And Rao feels, or he told us earlier in the year, that by getting rid of his sinker, he feels he's able to keep his arm stronger. Here's the lineup of the 2-2 pitch. Candelaria swings and misses. Rao rearing back and blowing the smoke by Candy. Rao now with 4 strikeouts, and all 4 have come in the last 5 batters. Now the top of the Pirate menu, and Frank Taveras. Bucco's shortstop owns the only hit of this game when he singled to right field in the first. As we mentioned at the outset of the broadcast, Taveras has at least 1 stolen base against every club in the National League with the exception of the Dodgers. Here's the pitch, and it's in for a strike. However, Frank has not played in all the games against Los Angeles this year, and of course this is our 7th game of the year against the Dodgers. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's down low, 1-1. Frank has officially been in 5 of the games. However, he has started only 3 of the 6. Once used as a pinch runner. No score, bottom of the third, Pirates and Dodgers. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Taveras takes the strike. It's now 1-2. We mentioned that Bill Robinson has a pretty good batting average against Doug Rao, 4 for 6. Manny Sanguillen, who is not ready tonight, saying he's 5 for 9 against Rao this year. Taveras swings and misses, strike 3, and Rao strikes out the side. Getting Dyer, Candelaria, and Taveras on swinging third strikes, and Rao now with 5 strikeouts, all 5 coming in the last 2 innings. Dodger left-hander has now retired 7 consecutive batters, and after 3 innings of play, it remains the Pirates and Dodgers scoreless.
Today, we're going to talk tradition and how the new Pennsylvania Bicentennial Instant Lottery is changing fossilized phrases like open fire and let her rip to buy a ticket and rub your stub. New customs are being created, like one proud Pennsylvanian who instantly won $10,000 and has refused ever since to change his lucky socks. Now, In the new Bicentennial Instant Lottery, there are over 5 million winning tickets, over $20 million in prizes, the biggies being $1,000 a week for life to warm the winter of your years. Now, in addition to 4 different ways to win on the top of each Pennsylvania Bicentennial Lottery ticket, there are 5 more ways to win when you rub your stub. So, let's all plop down a buck to woo Lady Luck, and let this be our battle cry. Play the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit senior citizens.
Because the original men's night scheduled for August the 6th was rained out, the Pirates have planned another special men's night on Friday, September the 10th against Montreal. All those holding discounted tickets for the first men's night may exchange them at Pirate ticket outlets for the game on September the 10th. Or if you're unable to attend the game on September the 10th for one reason or another, men may exchange the discounted tickets for any other game on the Pirates schedule by paying the difference in purchase price. Total board after 3 innings, the Pirates no runs on 1 hit and 2 errors. Frank Tavares has the lone hit of the ball game. The Dodgers no runs, no hits, and no errors. John Candelaria getting set now in the 4th to face Garvey, Shea, and Baker. And once again, to call the play-by-play, here's Milo Hamilton.
All right, Lanny, and on this Monday night, we have WQTW Blairsville, Pennsylvania night. It's Croatia night, and their group performed before the game, did a nice job. Pennsylvania State Association County Commissioners night also. And we've got some more coming tomorrow and Wednesday. Pitch to Garvey, strike called outside. Tomorrow night, the 10th, it'll be Altoona night. They're bringing a lot of buses. Also tomorrow night, Forbes Health System night. Strike called outside corner at the knees. He's out in front of Garvey, 2 strikes. Garvey was thrown out in the second on a fine play by the shortstop, Tavares. Candelaria into his motion, and the 0-2 pitch to Garvey. Came inside on his hands, but too close. Oh, that was close. 1-2. Wednesday night, when we wrap it up here on Ladies' Night for the series in the homestand, Pullman Swindle Corporation night and United Ostomy Association night. Pitch to Garvey, swinging a foul down the right side, out of play. Candelaria with the sign, and he's ready. And the 1-2 to Steve Garvey. Swings, and he misses, and a foul tip, says Colosi. Not much of a one, though. There was no deflection. It went right into Duffy Dyer's mitt. It's a strikeout, but you keep your card that fine, you put it as a foul tip. 3rd strikeout for the Candy Man here tonight. And here is Ron Say, who was called out on strikes in the 2nd inning. Nobody on, 1 down. Dodgers batting in the 4th. We are scoreless. And Candelaria, the big lefty, pumps it up there, and it is a strike called in the outside corner at the knees. Looks like he's pitching with power away to these right-hand batters and using the breaking stuff inside. And there's the curve right over the heart of the plate. A beauty. 2 strikes. Say waiting as Candelaria leans forward. Now rocks and fires. Swinging and fouling way up to the right side. Hits the facade of the upper club level, and back down below she goes. Just because it starts up there, don't give up. A lot of them come back. No balls and 2 strikes. Candelaria working to Ron Say. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss with a blazing fastball. Colosi said that was a foul tip. Boy, he's either got great eyes or unbelievable detection with his ears. 2 straight strikeouts. 4 in the game for Candy. Twice he's gotten Say. Now here's Dusty Baker. Baker popped up to Stennett in the 2nd inning. Candelaria opens up with a fastball under the letters inside a ball. It's 1-0. Candy looks like he's challenging more with his fast stuff here tonight. He's really bringing it from center field. There's a breaking pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-1. 2 outs and nobody on. Dodger 4th. Candelaria working the 1-1 to Baker. Fastball swung on. Fly ball center. Oliver will move 2 or 3 steps. Has it. 3 up and 3 down. 3rd time in 4 innings that Candy's gotten them up and down in order. We have played 3.5 at 3 Rivers. Dodgers nothing, Pirates nothing.
Did you ever notice that no matter what kind of beer a person drinks, if you ask him why he drinks it, he can rattle off in an instant about 17 reasons. Everything from gusto to fire brewing. Iron City drinkers are much the same way, except that their reasons are simpler and better. Because Iron City beer drinkers are experts, and they know that the only thing that really matters is taste. And that when it comes to taste, no beer comes close to Iron City. They know that Iron City has a fresh, crisp, delicious flavor that they can count on beer after beer. Yes, Iron City is brewed to be a very special beer. And once you taste it and feel the thirst-quenching tingle, you'll know you've got yourself a really great beer. Fresh-tasting Iron City. It's one taste ahead of all the others. You just can't get any better. Iron City. If you're the expert, we're the beer.
Getting ready to go to the home half of the fourth. The Dodgers, the champions of the Edgewood Little League, out here to see their namesakes tonight. Sternett and Oliver and Stargell are the three batters due to face Doug Rouse. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. "13 years ago, they played till 2:30 at Forbes Field in the longest doubleheader in that arena's history. 26 innings, Pirates and Colts, the old Colt 45s, split doubleheaders. Bouncer first base. Garvey with it, grabs it, runs to the bag, gets Stennett, and it is one pitch and one out in a hurry here. Garvey, good fielding first baseman. Made a good move on that ball and came right to the bag with it. Center fielder Al Oliver walked in the opening inning. Stargell moves on deck. One hit, it belongs to Taveras. He got it in the first inning. Dodgers had something going. There's a strike, off-speed pitch. In the third, thanks to a walk and a couple of errors, one by Taveras and the other by Bill Robinson, but Russell hit into a force play, and that got Candy out of that mess. Not of his own doing, certainly. High inside, 1-1 strike to Oliver. Doug Rouse moves that ball around, spots his fastball effectively. And here is the 1-1 to Oliver. Look out, almost hit him in that lead elbow, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Crowd just kind of hanging back, waiting for something to happen here. The pitcher's battle so far, Rao and Candelaria, a pair of lefties in this one. The 2-1 to Oliver, swinging and fouling out of play left side. In game 2 of this series, another lefty for us, Jerry Royce, and Don Sutton. Over the last couple of years has had some ups and downs, but boy, overall, he's a fine right-hand pitcher, and he goes tomorrow night against Royce. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swinging and a bouncer by third over the left field line where Lacey goes over to get it and holds Oliver to a single. Ron Say was playing about 15 feet off the bag, and when Al Oliver went to the opposite side, it got by him. Had it had any slicing spin on it, he might have had a chance for a double, but it was hit squarely, evidently, and Lacey fielded it as it came to him. That is the second hit of the game. Both of them belong to the Pirates. Oliver's on for the second straight time. He walked in the opening inning. And now here is Willie Stargell, and the pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Stargell popped up to Sizemore, the second baseman, in the first inning. Oliver at first with 1 out. Rao checks him. The pitch to Stargell. High inside. Ball 2. Rao takes a moment, then looks in to get his sign from Yeager. Oliver does not have a big lead at first. Garvey holding against him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Cut right through that breaking pitch, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Sign given again. Rao, the lefty, checking. At the belt, and here's the pitch. High bouncer toward Sizemore. He's going to tag Oliver and throw to first for a double play. He came right toward Oliver, grabbed the ball, tagged him, fired to first, double play. It's 4 unassisted on to 3. Sizemore to Garvey. Double play for the Dodgers. That is their 108th double play of the year. The Bucks have 90. So it's no runs and 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left with the double play ball. And so after 4 full innings at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, home of the Bucks, it's the visiting Dodgers nothing, the home standing Pirates nothing.
Hello, this is John Cigna. I want to tell you about home health services. In and around Allegheny County, they provide skilled nursing, nurses' aides, physical therapists, speech pathologists, and social workers.
To Magic Carpet going, send $1 or whatever you can afford to Magic Carpet, Box 5254, Pittsburgh, 15206. Your donation is tax deductible.
You know, recently our flag station of the Pirate Network, KDKA, had a big campaign, Cheer the Bucks. A lot of good slogans came in, and they had a lot of fun with them, and our air personalities really did a job on it. And tonight, Joel Zell, who's on every afternoon here in Pittsburgh, he's out with a group tonight of Cheer the Buck contest winners. They're upstairs eating hot dogs, having a good time. They got their pirate pennants that they're waving. They'd like to start waving in some runs with them. Joel Zell, and I know he's glad to be here because he's a real good fan. Brought out a group. We had another group here Saturday night. Art Fallon had his group, and I believe there's another one to come. John Cigna's going to bring a group. Well, I think they had to change it because Jack wasn't able to. There's a foul by Lacey. Is that right, Mike? I know originally it was Jack Bogut, but something came up that he just wasn't able to do it, so they're going to have John Cigna bring the third group of Cheer the Bucks contest winners. Pitch to Lacey, a ball. Lacey came on when Buckner injured himself batting in the 3rd inning. Buckner was charged with the strikeout even though Lacey took the last pitch. This is Lacey's first at bat in the game. Smashed in the ground deep short. Tavares across and in, throwing him fast man, and just didn't nip him at the wire. Tavares throwing to Stargell to get Lacey. 1 away. Thurman Munson is homered for the Yankees, his 12th. Nobody on. Kansas City leading the Yankees 4-1 in the 4th inning, and the Yankees are still batting. Giants in Montreal 1-1 after 4.5. Yeager takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Cardinals lead Houston 2-1 after 3.5. Indians lead the White Sox 3-1 after 6. Here's the 0-1 to Yeager. Swing and a miss. Blazing fastball outside. One of the better ones he's thrown, and he's thrown some good ones tonight. Texas laying it on Detroit 6-0 after 3.5 at Tiger Stadium. Here, no score, Dodgers and Pirates. Here's the 0-2 to Yeager. Inside, almost unbuckled his belt, and it's 1-2. Yeager walked in the 3rd. He's up here now with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Nobody on in front of him and 1 away. Candelaria winding the pitch. Swinging, top roller foul, left side. Tom Lasorda, third base coach, grabs it. Still 1-2. Looking ahead when we come home again, Monday, September 6th, the Labor Day doubleheader. That is with the Phillies, and it starts in the morning. Got to get up and have breakfast and come right to the park for that one. You'll be able to come right from wherever you've been that night. There's a fly ball into right field. Parker backing up. Big Dave has it. About 8 feet short of the track, and it's 2 away.
You know that's not true about me, but there is someone else in the booth that might definitely be coming to the park from...
He'll probably be coming from a golf course if you're talking about Betchko.
He'll probably have a special cabin up in the hills for that weekend.
Boy, all he talks about is getting out on the golf course lately.
Well, most people look for a little stream to go do some fishing or a nice golf course. Mike Betchko looks for a cheerleaders camp to pitch his tent.
Here's Doug Rao. And the pitch to him high outside a ball. Rao was safe on a fielder's choice in the third inning. He's up here 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from the Candyman, and a strike right in on his hands, and it's a ball and a strike. Nobody on, 2 down. Lacey thrown out by Tavares. Yeager flied to Parker. Here's the 1-1 to Rao. Breaking pitch, strike called. Rao looked as though he didn't like the call, but it looked like a pretty good pitch. Rao's had 8 hits, driven in a couple of runs. He's batting 190. And the 1-2 pitch from Candy to Rao started to swing at a big curve, but laid off. It did go outside, and it's 2-2. Candy tried to get him to go fishing for that one and get him out of there, but he laid off of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Nobody on base. It's the Dodger 5th, and here's the pitch. Strike called, a fastball, split the plate in 2 at the knees. 5 strikeouts for the Candyman, and that gives him 99. 3 up and 3 down for the 4th time in 5 innings. Halfway point of this game, middle of the 5th. After 4.5 in Pittsburgh, Los Angeles Dodgers nothing, the Pittsburgh Pirates nothing.
I want my money's worth and something more, so when I buy lumber, it's 84.
84 Lumber, first place for value for homeowners, remodelers, and rebuilders. 84 Lumber buys their material direct from West Coast mills and ships in rail car lots to each store, passing the savings on to you. So if you're completing that remodeling, repairing, or renovating project, go to 84 and you'll find the price is right, and value and quality are their watchwords. Open weekends and weeknights till 9 p.m. for your convenience. 84, the Lumber Company. Over 20 stores in the tri-state area.
My kind of people, my kind of store, more for the money at 84.
Going into the bottom of the 5th, Richie Zisk, Dave Parker, and Bill Robinson will be batting here against Doug Rao. You know, when we go on this long road trip Thursday, we'll be going all through the West, then we'll be coming home again, and the best way for you to ensure yourself good seats to the Buck action is to get your tickets in advance. In addition to the advanced gate windows at Gate A at Three Rivers, you can purchase Pirate tickets at G.C. Murphy's downtown store, 8 Murphy Marts in the area, and at all 48 Ticketron outlets in the tri-state. Or you can write the Bucks right here at Three Rivers, Pittsburgh 15212. Richie Zisk, the batter, swinging, line drive to left field. Lacey plays it on the first bounce. If he had taken about another step, he catches that ball. So Zisk is lined to left to lead off the 5th here. It's the 3rd hit of the game, and all 3 hits now belong to the Pirates. Tavares in the 1st, Oliver in the 4th, and now the leadoff single by Zisk in the 5th inning. Here's Dave Parker. Parker bounced to the second baseman in the 2nd inning. The Cobra's up here 0 for 1. He's batting .302. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Zisk with the lead, checked by Rao. Pitch to Parker. Look out at the shoulder. It's a ball, 1-0. Well, that flu bug that bit General Manager Joe L. Brown has taken a little longer than he thought. He tried to come back to work today and just couldn't hack it. There's a shot by the shortstop, left field, base hit. Runners first and second, and nobody out. See if the Pirates are in business to stay here. 2 straight hits. Zisk and Parker. Richie's at second. Dave's at first. Brings up Bill Robinson, who was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. Bill Robinson, right-hand batter, facing left-hand pitcher Doug Rao. 2 teammates aboard and nobody out. 5th inning. First serious threat we've had against Rao. Here's the pitch to Robbie. Swings and fouls it back here to the left out of play. They loaded the bases in the third inning, but did it with a walk and 2 Pirate errors. So they had a threat that was practically handed to them and didn't do anything with it. Now an earned threat by the Buccos with 2 straight hits and nobody out. Bill Robinson with a strike 1 count. Doug Rao takes a look around. Now down in to get the sign from Yeager. At the belt, looking back, the pitch. Swinging and smashing, fair ball down toward the left field corner. This will come home. 1-0. Ball gets by Lacey. Parker's coming home. 2-0 Pirates. It's a double, and 2 runs are in. Ball was hit hard, and when it got down in the left field corner area, Lacey couldn't handle it. It skipped by him onto the track. So Bill Robinson, who struck out the first time up, comes back swinging. Doubles down the left side. 2-0 Pirates. 3 straight hits in the inning. And Bill Robinson has picked up his 20th double, his 48th and 49th runs batted in. And we're on the board here finally in what had been a scoreless game till now. That's going to bring up Duffy Dyer with a runner at second base and nobody out.
A couple of points, Milo. First of all, I think Bill Robinson, he might want to pay the rent in Doug Rao's apartment in Los Angeles. Robinson now with 5 hits and 8 at-bats against Doug Rao in 1976. The other point I'd like to make is the more I watch Lee Lacey this year, the more I think he'd make an excellent designated hitter in the American League.
Elias Sosa, former Giant, former Cardinal, former Brave, heating up in the bullpen. They've also got a lefty, but his back is to the wall out there and he can't pick up the number. All right, here's Duffy Dyer, struck out swinging in the third inning. Bill Robinson, second base. His double got Zisk and Parker home. There have been 3 straight hits. There's nobody out. Low inside a ball, and it's 1-0. Candelaria due up next. Bottom of the 5th inning, and the Bucks have broken out of it here and gone on top 2-0. Now the stretch, the pitch. Swinging and a fly ball right field. Baker going back, edge of the track. He'll make the catch. Bill Robinson will tag and move to third. Dyer's fly ball took Baker to the warning track in right, about 25 feet off the line. Now if Candy can come up with a fly ball with some depth on it, he can get a run home here. Bill Robinson's at third with 1 out. Infield's going to come up on the right side. Shortstop will come up over halfway. Say will play even with the bag at third. The outfield is going to shallow up all the way around and play Candy straight away. The pitch. He bunts it up in the air, and Yeager's going to grab it right in front of the plate. And Candy kicking himself. I'm not quite sure what he had in mind right there, because Robinson was not moving an inch at third. So he has popped up on a bunt attempt. Pops up to the catcher right in front of the plate, and it's 2 away.
Left-hander is Stan Wall in the Dodger bullpen.
All right, the wind and the pitch to Taveras. Strike called outside corner at the letters. Bill Robinson, third base with 2 down. 2 runs are in. Robbie got him home. Zisk and Parker started the inning with back-to-back singles. Robinson rattled a double into the left field corner and got him home. Here's the 0-1 to Taveras. Fouled off. Strike 2 into the mezzanine on the right side. Taveras singled in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Frank is up here 1 for 2. And our Buccos have drawn first blood here. It took the 5th inning to do it. And they're leading 2-0 against Rao. Rao with a little extra time. Now ready. He's out in front of Taveras. 0-2. Winding, looking to third. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled up on the right side. Frank read that curveball very well and was trying to take him into right field. You could see him reach right out and try to dump it over Garvey, but uppercutted a little and fouled it back, and it's 2 strikes. His base hit in the first inning was to right field. We've out-hit them 5-0, leading the score 2-0. Pitch on the way. Swinging, fly ball left field. Lacey back. Lacey's there. Side retired. Two runs, 3 hits. Bill Robinson drove in Zisk and Parker. No errors, a man left. After 5 innings at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's the Pirates 2, the Dodgers nothing.
Right now is a great time to see your Chevy dealer, because right now a lot of Chevrolet dealers are having their garage sale on 1976 Chevrolets. They have to make room for the 77 Chevrolets that will be coming in this fall. So right now, a lot of Chevy dealers are having their garage sale on 76 models. What it all means is that you'll likely get just about the best deals you can get on some of the best cars and trucks you can get, Chevrolets. You'll find a variety of models to choose from. Sporty Monza 2+2s, dressy Monza Town Coupes, tough Chevy Vegas, Chevettes, plus bigger size Monte Carlos, Chevelles, and Impalas. You'll likely find great deals on all those great cars and trucks at your Chevy dealers right now. Why? Because when your Chevy dealer has a garage sale, it's that get a great deal on a Chevy time of year. So see your Chevy dealer for a great deal on a brand new 1976 Chevrolet. And do it today.
Getting ready to go to the 6th inning. John Candelaria is on the hill now with a 2-0 lead. Dodgers will be sending up the top of their order. That's Lopes and Sizemore and Russell. I mentioned to you about that Labor Day doubleheader with the Phillies. It does indeed start in the morning at 10:35 in the morning on Labor Day, Monday, September 6th. So you can come to the old ballpark and still have time to take the family out on that last summer picnic. Here is Lopes 0 for 2. Curveball low inside. Candelaria to the motion and the 1-0 to Davy Lopes. Swung on, bouncer short, great big hop. Tavares charging, fires on, got him by 3 steps. 1 up and 1 away. So another instance in this game just points up what I was illustrating today. I spoke to the Dormont Mount Lebanon Rotary Club. Good friend of ours, John McGee, program chairman there today, and we're talking about the unpredictable element in this great game. And here tonight, Lanny, Tavares has handled some tough chances, made it look easy, and the ball hit right at him. He let go through him. Things happen in baseball games. There's just no way to predict how anybody's going to react every day. There's a foul back.
Especially that play he made on Bill Russell's sinking one hopper in the 3rd inning. Really, that's a tough play. You've got to react quickly with that glove when it takes that last-minute skip on you. And Frank handled it perfectly.
And the bases were loaded at the time. Here's the 1-1 to Sizemore. Lines it right at Tavares. Hit like a bullet, but right at him. Put the glove up by his shoulder, and there it was. That's the best hit ball off Candelaria in this game. Bring up Bill Russell. Bounced out twice. Candelaria leading with a score of 2-0. He has struck out 5. He's walked 1. Bouncer, short, great big hop, fast man running, gonna have to hurry, got him by a step. Russell can run like a rabbit, and a ball with 2 big loops in it like that. Boy, Tavares had to come on and get it, and he did. He handled all 3 plays in the inning. It's 3 up and 3 down for the 5th time in the 6 innings that the Dodgers have been to bat. After 5.5 at beautiful Three Rivers Stadium, and it's like that tonight with the ball club playing well here. It's the Pirates 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
How would a beer taste right about now? Pretty good? I know a way to make it taste even better. Make it an Iron City. And watch it closely as you pour it into the glass. Even before you taste it, it's an incredible visual treat. It explodes into the glass with a tumultuous fanfare. Then slowly, gradually, its bright golden color climbs and climbs in the glass until it comes to rest under its rich, creamy head. Then comes the real treat, the taste. And no beer tastes better than Iron City. It has a freshness, a crispness, the unmistakable flavor of a beer brewed by experts for experts. Try some soon. Fresh tasting Iron City. It's one taste ahead of all the others. You just can't get any better. Iron City. If you're the expert, we're the beer.
Going into the bottom of the sixth inning, and a welcome on the message board to the KDKA Radio Cheer the Bucks contest winners with Joel Zell, who we were talking about a while ago, and they got to be having a ball up there tonight, seeing Candy pitch this good one and the big hits in that fifth to get us out in front 2-0. Here's Stennett. Runny's 0 for 2. He's flied to right, and he's bounced to the first baseman. Doug Rao, left-hander winding, pitch on the way. Good fastball, outside corner at the knees. Had some tail on it and moved away, and it's strike one. Rao's thrown 59 pitches. Candy's thrown 73. Bouncer short, a skimmer. He's got to scoop it. Russell, high throw. Safe at first base. It's an error on the shortstop, Russell. The ball didn't give him any bounce at all. He had to dig it right out of the carpet here. Then he had to hurry his throw with Stennett running, and the ball sailed on him, which happens usually when you muscle up on a ball. It'll sail and take off. Garvey tried to go up and get it. Couldn't head it off in time to bring it down. That is their first error. And we've got Oliver batting. Throw to first base, not close. Pair of lefties here tonight, Rao and Candelaria. We were scoreless until the bottom of the fifth. Stennett chased back. He's been stealing bases lately. He's stolen 9 in a row, and now has stolen 13 in 15 attempts. That's second best in the club behind Taveras. Look out, a breaking pitch that didn't bite and backed him out of there. 1 ball and no strikes. Oliver, with his 1 for 1 tonight, has gone back to 330. He's got to start climbing back. He's dropped from first to third in the National League title race. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Garvey over. I don't think it's playable. It's going to be back about 5 rows above the first base dugout. Garvey and Yeager both over to take a look. Taveras singled in the first. Didn't get another hit till Oliver singled in the fourth. Then we got 3 straight hits in the fifth. Zisk singled to left. Parker singled through the opposite side by a diving Russell. Then Robinson doubled into the left field corner to get them home. Swing and a foul. Had a good cut. Fouled it back here below us. Stargell will be next. We're in the 6th inning. Bucks trying to add to a 2-0 lead. Opening game in a 3-game series. Tomorrow night, Royce. Wednesday night, Demery. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging and a very high fly ball right center. Had a cloud up there. That'd bring rain. Who's going to catch it? Hey, they almost collide. Lopes ended up catching it. I think Baker had called for it and then didn't get over there, and they're talking it over. That was almost one of you take it, I got it, and we'll both watch it drop. So if you're keeping a card, it's a fly ball to 8, the center fielder. And now here is Stargell 0 for 2. Captain Willie has popped to second and bounced into a double play. He's only had 1 hit this year against the Dodgers in 6 at-bats. Here's the runner going. Slow curve. He picked the right pitch to go on. Stolen base. Stolen base for Stennett, his 10th in a row, gives him 14 out of 16. He's hotter than a depot stove with that stolen base department. Boy, you have to have some luck to steal a lot of bases, and he picked an off-speed curve, and then in the anxiety of trying to get rid of the ball in a hurry, Yeager let it pop out of his mitt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He cut right through a fastball, and it's 0-2. Stargell batting. Zisk on deck. Zisk, who started the 2-run fifth with a single. Stennett's at second. E6 and a stolen base put him there. There's 1 away. Sign given by Yeager. Rao to the stretch, looking back to second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul down the right side behind Jose Pagan, the coach on the first base side, and it's still 0-2. A hum in here tonight with all those youngsters upstairs. Thousands of knot holders. Stennett at second. Going back to cuts the bag and take a look around because Russell's playing behind him. Not so much for Stennett, but he shaded that way. That's the way they play Stargell, rather than going to the overshift on the right side. But he doesn't want Russell sneaking in behind him. There he jammed him and popped him up. Garvey wants it. Garvey has it. 2 away. Put that ball right in where he wanted it, right on Stargell's fists, and popped him up. Here's Zisk, a strikeout in the second. Rao really worked him in that second inning. He gave him that little Scroogey away and then popped the fastball right in on his knees for a called third strike. But then in the fifth inning, Zisk hit a jug handle line drive to left that dropped in front of Lacey, and that started a 2-run inning. Stennett has a pretty good lead at second. He's a good 3 feet out on the carpet. There's a ball high and away, and it's 1-0. 2 down, runner at second base. We're in the sixth inning. Got a good one going here tonight with Doug Rao and John Candelaria. Reads the sign. Nods agreement, stretches to the belt. Now steps away. Stennett bothered him a little bit with that big lead. He doesn't go up way up over his head and bring the arms down. He just kind of stretches right to his belt buckle. Throw down by Yeager after the pitch came in, and it was not close. Two balls and no strikes. Gals, bargain night for you Wednesday, ladies' night here in the finale of the Dodger series. It's also your last chance to see the Bucks for a couple of weeks. We're going west. The 2-0 pitch swung on and popped him up. That's way up there. Almost any infielder could catch it. Sizemore wants it, has it between the mound and the second base bag. So the error in the stolen base didn't seem to bother him. He got Oliver on a fly ball to right center, Stargell on a pop-up to first, and Zisk pops up to the second baseman. No runs and no hits, 1 error and 1 left. We have now played 6 full innings. And after 6 innings in this one, in the opening game of a 3-game set, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates 2 with the Los Angeles Dodgers 0.
Do you know what all new cars have in common besides 4 wheels and an engine? Rust. It can show up everywhere on every make and every model car, from the headlight area up front to the trunk in the back and plenty of places in between, because no new car, including this year's lineup, is really rust-proofed at the factory. If you want to keep rust from showing up on your new car, show up at a Z-Bart rust-proofing specialist now. The professional rust-proofers at Z-Bart use patented spray tools to get inside your car's body, inside those boxed-in areas, inside those welded seams where rust first starts. And Z-Bart covers every square inch of rust-prone metal with a unique sealant. And they cover all the mechanical components underneath, too, to make your new car really rust-proof and worth more when you decide to trade it in. So protect your big investment in your new car with real Z-Bart rust-proofing. Remember, there's only one Z-Bart process and only one place to get it, through a dependable, reliable, authorized Z-Bart dealer. For the location of your nearest Z-Bart dealer, check the white pages of your phone directory.
Getting ready to go to the 7th. We'll look at the total board right after we pause for station identification. This is the Pirate Baseball Network.
Joel Zell keeps you in touch with Pittsburgh, the best music and the news. Joel Zell, weekdays 1 to 4:30 here on KDKA Pittsburgh.
Total board after 6. Dodgers, no runs, no hits, 1 error. Rao the pitcher. Pirates 2-5-2 with Candelaria. Bill Robinson has driven in both runs. Garvey will lead off the 7th against John Candelaria, who's got goose eggs going up there. And as he does, here's Lanny.
Steve Garvey is 0 for 2. He bounced to shortstop. Fine play by Tavares in the second, then struck out in the 4th. First pitch swung on and fouled back. Watch out. Came back into the seats behind the home plate area. It's the people who sit behind the screen. Very seldom much of an opportunity to go after those souvenir baseballs. That one did get by the screen and popped into the seats. Strike 1. Garvey hitting at 309. Swings and misses. Fastball tailed away. It was up above the letters. No balls and 2 strikes. Rancé, the Penguin, is on deck. Candelaria studies the sign from Dyer. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good placement. Good 0-2 waste pitch. Got it inside. Had Garvey gone after it, he would have gotten just the bat handle on it. Here's Candy's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A fastball tailing away. Matter of fact, Candelaria threw that fastball for the outside edge, and it tailed outside the strike zone. So there's now 1 away. Strikeout number 6 for the Candyman. And he has reached the 100 strikeout point this year. Had 94 coming into this ball game, and now with 6 is at 100 strikeouts for the year. Little over 150 innings for Candy. First pitch to Ron Say is a strike. Say has been a strikeout victim twice in this game. Pirates in front 2-0, 7th inning. Say swings. It's a fly ball to center field. Oliver going back, edge of the warning track, makes the catch. Oliver was playing Say to the power alley in left center. Scoops had to come a long way, going far to his left and to the edge of the warning track to haul it in. Now 2 down. Say is 0 for 3. Batter's Dusty Baker. He's 0 for 2. Popped up to Stennett. Fly ball to Oliver in the 4th. Pirates 2, Dodgers 0. Los Angeles batting in the 7th inning. Wind up by Candelaria. And the pitch to Baker is high ball 1. Kansas City Royals 8-1 lead over New York after 4.5. Pitch swung on. 1 hopper to Frank Taveras. Up with it. Guns to the throw to Stargell. Baker is out, and so are the Dodgers. Candelaria sets down Los Angeles 1-2-3 for the 6th time in 7 innings. As we stand now for the 7th inning stretch, the score remains Pittsburgh 2, Los Angeles 0.
I want to talk to you for a minute about beer and about becoming a beer expert. Now, you might think that the best way to do it is to approach it with a lot of gusto, sampling as many different beers as you can. That's okay, I guess, if your taste buds can stand all the disappointment. It'll make you wonder how some beers got their royal reputations. And eventually, you'll try an Iron City, or 2, or 3. And you'll discover flavor instead of flash. You'll discover the crisp, clean, refreshing taste of Iron City beer. You'll notice the subtle but significant difference that makes Iron City a truly fine beer. You'll be a beer expert. But it would have been a lot easier if you tried Iron City first. So try some soon. Fresh-tasting Iron City. You just can't get any better. Iron City. If you're the expert, we're the beer.
After 5 innings of play in the American League, the Texas Rangers lead the Detroit Tigers 6-0. In St. Louis, it's now Houston 2, St. Louis 2 in the 6th inning. The Astros tied the game in the top of the 6th on a solo home run by Cesar Cedeno, his 16th home run of the year. Bottom of the 7th, Pirates in front 2-0. Buccos got their 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back-to-back singles by Zisk and Parker, then the double by Bill Robinson down the left field line. Robinson getting his 48th and 49th RBIs of the year. Home plate umpire Nick Colosi goes out to have a word with Doug Rao before the Los Angeles left-hander fires his first pitch to Dave Parker. Parker's hitting at .304. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a run scored. The Cobra with 7 home runs, 54 runs batted in. First pitch swung on a ground ball, backhanded by first baseman Garvey. Runs to the bag, the unassisted put out. 1 away. Tonight's attendance here at Three Rivers Stadium, total attendance 15,131. Of course, the first 10,000 fans received candy bars on Candy Night. John Candelaria, the starting pitcher, and really, John has been the story all night long. Here's Bill Robinson, 1 for 2. Strikeout and a double. Pitches high ball 1. And Robinson this year, 5 for 8 against Doug Rao. Waiting on the left-hander, here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up, foul side right field line, going back into the Pirate bullpen. And the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike. Duffy Dyer's on deck. Pirates 2, Dodgers nothing. John Candelaria has almost been the entire story. Of course, Bill Robinson has written a chapter of this book. 1-1 pitch is fouled back. It's 1-2. Goose eggs have gone up against the Dodgers for 7 innings now with Candelaria on the mound. The Dodgers have had just 3 base runners in this ball game. 2 have reached on errors and 1 on a walk. Robinson swings and fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doug Rao, Dodger left-hander, had 5 strikeouts, got all 5 in the second and third innings. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and a strike called. Robinson knew it. Good pitch on the inside corner. Strikeout number 6 for Doug Rao. Rao this year has been averaging less than 4 strikeouts per 9 innings of work. Gets Robinson for the second time on strikes. Brings up catcher Duffy Dyer. Duffy struck out on the third. Flied out to right fielder Dusty Baker in the 5th. Rao the windup in the pitch, and it's a curveball, low and inside, ball 1. Of the 3 that were played, 1 of the game was rained out. Or excuse me, took 2 of the 2 that were played. 1 game was rained out. That's a strike to Dyer. It's 2-1. The Orioles are idle tonight, so if Kansas City does indeed hold on and beats New York, the Orioles would be back to within 8.5 games of the Yankees. 2 outs here in the 7th. Pirates lead 2-0. Pitch to Dyer is outside, and the count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Pirates have 5 hits in the game. Tavares, Oliver, Zisk, Parker, and Robinson, 1 each. Here's the windup, the 3-1 pitch from the Dodger left-hander. Dyer jammed on it. It's the fly ball into left field. Cruising toward left center is Lee Lacy. He makes the catch. Dyer is out, and so are the Pirates. Bucco's going down 1-2-3. Retiring Parker, Robinson, and Dyer. So now after 7 innings of play, the score, the Pirates 2, and the Dodgers nothing.
Some Chevette owners talk about their favorite car. Here's what Mrs. Carol Hazelwood had to say about Chevette's roominess.
We're a very tall family, and we wanted a small car. We tried many cars, including rabbits, and we couldn't fit in. I'm 6'2", and my husband is 6'5".
Chevette's rear seat back folds down to give you 26 cubic feet of carrying space. Mr. Kevin Nichols said,
"It's bigger inside than I thought it would be. It's everything I thought it would be."
For Chevette economy, Miss Jane Saito.
I was looking for a car that would save me gas, and that's why I chose the Chevette.
40 miles per gallon EPA highway estimate, 28 miles per gallon city, with standard 1.4-liter engine, 4-speed manual transmission, and 3.70 axle ratio. Actual mileage may vary. And to wrap things up for Chevette, Mr. Raymond Andrews.
Roomy, good gas mileage, not a rough ride for a small car. It's all right.
Chevette by Chevrolet. It could make you a happy owner, too.
Well, you can feel it. The crowd rising to the occasion as Candelaria gets an ovation from the fans as John walks to the mound. Pirates, after the series with the Dodgers, will go on a 13-game road trip, 4 in Houston, 3 in San Francisco, 3 games in Los Angeles, and 3 in San Diego. Then we come home to take on John the Count Montefusco and the San Francisco Giants here at Three River Stadium, Friday night, August the 27th, Saturday night, the 28th, and Sunday afternoon, the 29th. And Randy Jones and the San Diego Padres come into the stadium for 3 games, beginning on Tuesday night, August the 31st, followed by the final ladies' night of the year on Wednesday, September the 1st, and then concluding with a game Thursday, July the 2nd. So plan to be here when the Bucks take on the Giants, and then the Padres with Randy Jones. All right, we're set for the 8th inning. Pittsburgh leading 2-0. Once again, here's Milo.
All right, here is Lacy. He's been up once. That was in the 5th inning, and he bounced to short. Pirates 2-5-2. Dodgers 0-0-1, and we're in the 8th inning. John Candelaria under the H for the Dodgers. A 0. And here we are to the 8th inning with a 2-0 Pirate lead. Lacey's a right-hand batter. Candelaria winding, and the pitch on the way. Swinging in a high pop, foul right side. Stargell over. I don't think he's got room. He tried to reach in, but it's 2 rows back. And it is strike 1 to Lacey. Yeager is on deck. Then we'll see who bats. Yeager's the 8th man in the order. Rao, of course, is due. They've got their big knuckleballer Huff throwing in the bullpen in the left field corner. So it's trailing 2-0. You would figure that Rao would be lifted. The wind and the 0-1 to Lacey. Too tight on the shoulders, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. In 6 of the 7 innings that Candelaria has worked, he's retired the Dodgers in order. 1-1 pitch, low outside on a breaking ball. He struck out 6. He has walked 1. He was in a major jam in the 3rd because of the walk and 2 errors, but got Russell on a force play and was out of that jam. The pitch, swinging and a foul up here to the right. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's mixed his pitches up very well. He's had great velocity on his fastball here tonight, and he's mixed in the good curve with it and thrown an occasional off-speed pitch. 2-2 pitch, swung on, bouncer to the mound, knocks it down, picks it up, throws, got him. Good thing he got that glove down, and that would have been through the wicket, and the goose egg would have been gone. But Candelaria got that glove down, knocked it down, it rolled behind him a couple of feet, kept his composure, picked it up, threw out Lacey, and it is 1 down. Here is Yeager. He walked in the 3rd inning. 5th inning, he flied to right. Top of the 8th inning at Three Rivers, John Candelaria working with a 2-0 lead and pitching a marvelous game here. Here's the wind and the pitch to Yeager. Check swing foul up here to the right. 0-1 to Yeager. Rick Auerbach, a utility infielder, is on deck. He would bat for Rao. The wind and the 0-1 to Yeager. Low outside a ball, and the count is even at 1-1. A ball and a strike. 1 away, nobody on, the Los Angeles 8. Candelaria looking in to get his sign from Duffy Dyer, left-hander winding, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Up and in, too tight a ball, it's 2-1. Yeager, right-hand batter, feet wide apart into that crouch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncer 3rd, backs up on the ball. Robinson lets it go and got him by 3 steps. It's 2 away. That was one of those bouncers where, Robbie, you could just see him read it. Am I going to go in and take a hop out of it, or am I going to let it play me? Took into account that Yeager was running, I'm sure. That's what they think about when they're out there. Let it take the extra hop, but threw him out, and it's 2 away. And here is the pinch hitter, Rick Auerbach. He's batting 100. He's had 4 hits. He's batting for Rao. Pitch to him low inside a ball. Auerbach has had 4 hits, all singles, driven in 1 run. Strike called at the knees. Auerbach didn't like it. So Rao has been lifted, and the pitch to Auerbach. Swing and a smash foul. He went after a hanging curve. That's one of the few mistakes that Candy's thrown up there tonight. Threw that big curveball, and they just hung a little for Auerbach. He jumped on it, but got around too quickly. Fouled it on the left side. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning, Candelaria got in the first 2. Lacey and Yeager now looking at a pinch hitter. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball tailed outside. He almost went for it. Laid off in time. It just did slide out of there. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He really muscled up and fired that Hummer. Auerbach almost chased it, but let it go. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here's the wind and the pitch to Auerbach. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Side retired, 3 up and 3 down. Strikeout number 7. Three Rivers Stadium is rocking. An ovation for Candelaria. He's got 1 inning to go with a hit column of 0 for the Dodgers. After 7 1/2 here, it's the Pirates 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Some Chevette owners talk about their favorite car. Here's what Mrs. Carol Hazelwood had to say about Chevette's...
Now is the best time in years to buy a home. And buying a home means getting the answers to dozens of questions like, how are the schools and how far are they? How about transportation? Is mortgage money available? How much do I need down? What are the different types of mortgages available? What are the advantages of each? Well, let me tell you something that can save you time, worry, and money. Stop at Second Federal Savings and talk to the people who have helped thousands and thousands of people own their own home. Second Federal has mortgage money available for all types of home loans, FHA, VA, and conventional. And Second Federal will work with your realtor to help you find and finance the kind of home you want, where you want it. See your professional realtor now. For mortgage money, stop at any Second Federal Savings and Loan office. Downtown, Monroeville, Penn Hills, South Hills, and North Hills. Second Federal Savings and Loan Association, an equal opportunity lender.
John Candelaria has flirted with greatness before. He's gone through 8 innings. The Dodgers have no runs and no hits. The Pirates 2 runs and 5 hits. Say you could win one of 7 baseball trips for 2 on Pirate Prize Day, Sunday, October 3rd. There's a junket to Puerto Rico to see the Bucks play the Phillies next spring. A weekend at the Bucks Spring Training Camp in Florida, and that's just 2 of them. Get your Pirate Prize Day tickets now or register without obligation at Pirate Ticket Windows. Winners will be confirmed by mail. Candelaria will get another hand when he comes out because he's going to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Here he comes, and here's the applause for the Candyman. Standing ovation here. Everybody up at Three Rivers. Charlie Huff, a knuckleballer, is the new pitcher. And the first pitch is a knuckleball and squirms through the strike zone for a strike. Huff's had a good year. 9 wins, 4 losses, 9 saves. Swinging, looping fly ball left field. Going to be caught on the run by Lacey. That ball started out looking like it had a chance to drop in, but Lacey came on. Crowd doesn't care. They give Candy another hand. Cleveland beat the White Sox 4-2. Bibby over Brett. You'll get all that on the scoreboard. Right now, it's Frank Taveras. And a strike called, knuckleball. Taveras has singled, struck out, fly to left. Rao did not pitch a bad game. He was just the victim on the short end there. Swing and a miss on the butterfly, and it's 0-2. Rao only threw 83 pitches in 7 innings. The pitch on the way, knuckleball sails high up and outside, and it's 1-2 to Taveras. Nobody on, 1 out. In the Dodger 9th, it'll be the top of the order for Candy, Lopes, Sizemore, and Russell. The pitch swung on, bouncer deep short, Russell to his right, up and throwing. Good true throw, got him by a step. Close play, and it is 2 away. Got to bring up Rennie Stennett. He's 0 for 3. The scoring came in the 5th inning. 3 straight hits by Zisk, Parker, and Robinson. Robinson's double got Zisk and Parker home. Knuckleball goes outside to Rennie. 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody on, 2 down. The pitch from Huff. Swing and a miss. He tried to kill that knuckleball and just shaved it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Al Oliver due up next. He has 1 of the hits. Taveras 1. Zisk, Parker, and Robinson 1 each. The pitch. Knuckleball bounced right back to the mound. Easy inning for Huff. Throws on to Garvey. Now the stage is set for the Dodger 9th. Listen to these totals and sit in on it here. After 8 innings, Pirates 2 runs and 5 hits. The Dodgers are scoreless with no hits.
One of the soundest investments is in a home because of the many advantages of home ownership. You build equity instead of collecting rent receipts. There are tax advantages, And because real estate values go with the economy, home ownership is an excellent hedge against inflation. But one of the important keys to getting all the advantages of home ownership is keeping the house in good repair. Now is the time to do those home improvements you wanted to do. And Second Federal can lend you the money to do it. Be it a room addition, a new roof, bathroom, kitchen, replacement windows, insulation, heating, or any kind of home improvement, stop at Second Federal and arrange for your home improvement loan. You'll get quick, immediate service and at reasonable rates. Yes, now is the time to fix up your home. And Second Federal will finance it for you. Stop at any Second Federal Savings and Loan office. Downtown, Monroeville, Penn Hills, South Hills, and North Hills. Second Federal, an equal opportunity lender.
Inning number 9 has rolled around at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on a Monday night as two clubs who, when we stated when this broadcast started, both looking at records right now that are certainly less than what they had hoped they would be. But they are playing a whale of a ball game here tonight. We've had good plays on both sides, excellent pitching. But more than that, Candelaria is flirting with destiny. He has worked 8 innings. He has struck out 7. He has walked but 1. He got out of 1 major jam. That came in the 3rd inning. After 1 out, Yeager walked. Rao forced him. Lopes hit a ball that rolled through Tavares for an error. Sizemore hit a bouncer to Robinson that was scored as an error. But then Russell hit into a force play. That was the last man to reach in the 3rd inning, Sizemore, on the Robinson error. Now it's no runs and no hits for the Dodgers as Lopes leads off the 9th inning against John Candelaria. The big left-hander winding and the pitch on the way. Swinging, bouncer short, up with it, throwing high, but Stargell got it, 1 away. 1 away in the 9th inning. Tavares throwing out Lopes. Now here is Sizemore. He's slid to right. He's reached on an error, and he's lying to the shortstop. John Candelaria has worked for 8 1/3 innings and held the Dodgers hitless, and he's leading by the score of 2-0. Sizemore, the batter, he's a right-hand batter. Robinson up in front of the bag at 3rd. Here's the pitch on the way. Curveball strike called outside corner. The crowd now hanging on every pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Candy looks in to get his sign from Duffy Dyer. Left-hander kicks and he fires. Swung on. Fly ball down the right side. Bending over into foul ground. Parker is there, and it's 2 away. 1 out away. John Candelaria. And a crowd of some 15,000 here. Those youngsters in the upper deck have been treated to something, haven't they, on a not-hole night? Now here is Bill Russell 0 for 3. 2 outs, nobody on. Candelaria pumps and fires. Curveball strike called outside corner at the knee. And it is 0-1. No balls and a strike as this youthful, talented left-hander goes to the motion and the pitch on the way. Way outside of the fastball. And the count is even at 1-1, and the crowd groans as he doesn't get the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, 2 down. What a night here for this young left-hander. He needs 1 out. He's winding. He delivers. Swinging, hit him on the fist, popped up. Oliver coming on, Tavares out, Oliver there! No-hitter! 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 Mobbed by his teammates. He's thrown a no-hitter. Got out of the only jam he had all night. What a ball game. 101 pitches. John Candelaria throws a no-hitter at the Los Angeles Dodgers. He loves it. The teammates love it. And this crowd loves it. What a night at Three Rivers Stadium. And now Lanny Frattare is down by the dugout. If he can grab the big guy, he's got Duffy Dyer. Now Candy's tipping his cap to the crowd, and listen to this ovation. We want to get Candy on just as soon as we can. We sent Lanny down to the dugout area, get him over there. And if he'll wave up here as soon as he grabs him, we'll get down and see how this big left-hander feels. Take it away, Lanny, and talk to the no-hit left-hander, John Candelaria.
All right, thank you, Milo. John Candelaria has just pitched a no-hitter for the Candy Man on Candy Night. Candy, before the ball game, I asked you how you felt. You said, I feel terrible. I feel sore. And now you come out and you do this.
I guess that's the way I...
Doug Rao here.
I don't know. I'm so nervous. I don't know. It's unbelievable.
Come on, tell me about that ninth inning. How did you feel going down there? You obviously knew about it. What was going through your mind?
I knew about it, but, I still had to go out and get them 1, 2, 3. And you got to give Duffy a hell of a credit. He called one hell of a game.
We're going to talk to him in a second. John, it's just unbelievable here. I just want your feelings, that's all. Just what's going through your mind?
I don't know. A million things are racing through my mind. I don't know.
All right, we'll sort it out, John. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
John Candelaria, congratulations. Duffy. Duffy Dyer caught the 9 innings. Duffy, is this the first no-hitter that you caught?
Yes, it is. I came close once with Seaver, but this is the first one since Little League, and what a great thrill. I can't believe it.
Well, tell me, now, at times we thought his breaking ball was going exceptionally well for him. Then at times it looked like he was rearing back and throwing the good smoke, the good heat. What really was going well for him?
He had both pitches, good fastball tonight and a real good curveball, and he kept the hitters off stride. He started a lot of hitters off with a breaking ball. And I think just mixing it up in that, because he did have real good stuff, and his fastball was sinking a little bit tonight. He was throwing away from the right-handed hitters. I think that helped him. Got a lot of ground balls with it.
John Candelaria, did you two talk at all, change strategy at all during any portion of this ball game when it got to be 6th, 7th, or 8th innings?
Not at all.
You had a game plan, you went with it all the way.
Yeah, just try and get him out.
John, when I talk to you, I just feel that this life is so simple and just so easy. You just go out there to the mound, and